Greetings, dear friends. Before I open this wound and let the story bleed out for you, I need one small kindness. Please subscribe to the channel, tap that like button if your heart feels heavy already, and leave a comment telling me which city or state you're listening from. Knowing you're there, it helps carry the weight. Now, pull the blanket closer. This one hurts deeply. I've always believed a mother's love is unbreakable, infinite, forgiving, blind, even. But that night in Seattle, as rain lashed my windows like angry fists, something inside me cracked open, a cold, terrifying knowing that only mothers understand. My son Ethan hadn't answered my calls in days. His texts were short, distracted. And Lily, my sweet, soft-spoken daughter-in-law, her voice the last time we spoke was barely a whisper, like wind through dead leaves. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. That ache under my ribs grew sharper with every unanswered ring. So I did what disciplined women like me rarely do, I dropped everything. Booked the next flight to Miami. No warning, no plan, just 2 jars of homemade raspberry jam in my bag, the kind Ethan would smear on toast as a little boy, grinning with purple teeth, saying, "Mama, you make the best." I wanted to bring him home again, even if just for a moment. The condo I bought them was supposed to be their safe haven. Ocean views, marble floors. A wedding gift from a mother who wanted her boy to never struggle like I did. But when the Uber stopped, the front door was ajar. Not forced, just forgotten, like someone had slammed it behind them in rage and never looked back. The smell hit me first, stale whiskey, cigarette smoke, neglect. Ethan swore he'd quit smoking. For you, Ma, for my health. His charming smile flashing in my memory. Dishes piled high, empty bottles. Unopened bills marked final notice. And there, on the counter, gathering dust, Lily's heart medication. Sealed, untouched for weeks. My legs went weak. I gripped the counter to stay upright, feeling the first hot tears threaten, not for me, but for her. For the girl who called me, Mom, with shy gratitude every Christmas. The neighbor's words crushed what was left of my hope. Ambulance took Lily 2 days ago. Barely breathing. Your son. Partying till dawn, then gone. I don't remember the cab ride to City General. Only the prayer looping in my head, please let her be alive. Please, I see you. The doctor's voice was gentle, but his words were knives. Advanced heart failure, extreme malnutrition. She lay alone, fever raging, no food, no water, no medication. If the neighbor hadn't called. I walked into her room and the world stopped. Lily, my Lily, looked like a broken porcelain doll tangled in tubes. Her cheeks hollow, her lips cracked, her hand so thin, so cold when I took it. I pressed it to my cheek and finally let the tears fall silently. I'm here, baby, I'm here now, I'm so sorry I didn't come sooner. Then my phone lit up. A message from Ethan. Hey Ma, at the hospital with Lily. It's really bad. Holding her hand. Pray for us. Haven't slept. I looked out the window, tears still wet on my face. And there he was, the red Porsche I bought him roaring into the lot. Windows down, music thumping so loud it rattled the glass. 2 young women in the seats beside him, laughing, dancing, bottles raised. He threw his head back in laughter as he sped past the entrance. Past the floor where his wife was dying. Past the mother who had given him everything. I stood frozen, watching the car disappear. The tears stopped. Something colder took their place, a quiet, burning clarity that scared even me. I didn't scream. I didn't call him. I sat in the lobby with a plastic cup of terrible coffee, and buried the son I thought I knew. 10 minutes. That's all it took to let him go. First call, 911. My voice didn't shake. I'd like to report my Porsche stolen. Red 911. Last seen driving recklessly down Ocean Drive. Unauthorized driver, male, intoxicated. Passengers in danger. They found him outside a club. Handcuffed. Screaming my name. I didn't answer his jail calls. Second call, my attorney Regina, my friend for 30 years. Transfer the condo title. Tonight. Solely to Lily. A long silence. Grace, that's millions. Everything you gave him. Yes, I whispered. And it's everything he doesn't deserve. By dawn, the deed was hers alone. The Porsche, sold at auction the next day. Every cent went to Lily's care, Private nurses, specialists, the best chance at life. When Ethan was released 2 days later, he came straight to the hospital. Wrecked, desperate, smelling of jail and fear. He fell to his knees in the corridor, grabbing my coat. "Mama, please. What did you do? They said you reported it stolen. My car, my home. I'm your son." I looked into his eyes, the same blue as his father's, and felt nothing. No pull, no guilt, only grief for the boy he could have been. "You have no car, Ethan. No home, no mother who will save you anymore." My voice was quiet, steady, final. He begged, sobbed, promised change, threatened to contest the will I'd already rewritten, everything now to heart research and women's shelters. He tried to force his way into Lily's room. Security stopped him. I'd hired them the night before. As they dragged him out, he screamed, "You'll regret this. I'm your blood." I whispered back, "And that is my deepest shame." 6 months later, Lily is painting again, watercolors of sunsets over the ocean we watched together from her balcony. She gained weight. Her laugh is back, soft, but real. She calls me, Mom, now without hesitation. And Ethan, I saw him once, washing cars at a beachside lot. Hands raw, eyes empty. He looked up when I passed. Opened his mouth like he might beg. I didn't stop. Didn't look away in hate. Just looked through him. Like he was a stranger. Because he is. Some nights I still cry for the little boy with jam on his face. But I sleep knowing I chose life, Lily's life, over enabling slow death. Blood isn't always family. Sometimes family is the hand you choose to hold when the world goes dark. Music swells gently, then fades. Tell me, friends, was I cruel? Should a mother forgive everything? Or is there a moment when love must become justice, even if it breaks your own heart? Comment below. Tell me where you're listening from. If this moved you, like, subscribe, share. Your support keeps these stories alive. With a heavy but healing heart. Your narrator.